Welcome back, first timers, but if you're new here, I'm David, and this is Terry.
We're the first timers. We're trying things for the first time, and you can too.
And in today's episode, we're bringing you 5 simple recipes that pretty much anybody could prepare and use to impress your friends at your next football party.
So the recipes that we're making today, the first one's going to be a no-bake chocolate chip cheesecake, and then we're going to make a smoked queso dip, Italian grinders, the ham and cheese sliders, and then the final recipe will be air fryer tortellini. The first thing you want to do when you're making the cheesecake is to get your crust ready. You're going to need 1 sleeve of graham crackers. I cheated and got pre-crushed graham crackers, about 1.5 cups. 1 tablespoon of white sugar, a 1/2 cup of melted butter, which is about 1 stick usually. And then you're just going to mix this all together. Once you get all of the graham crackers coated, you're going to put it into your pie pan, smash it down with your fingers. Make sure to get some on the edges. You want a nice thick crust to support all that creamy goodness that we're going to put in the center. For the filling, you're going to add in 2 8-ounce blocks of softened cream cheese. I like Philadelphia, but you can use whatever you want. 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then you're going to mix this together. But first you should plug it in. The softer the cream cheese is when you start, the easier it's going to be to mix. And then you're going to add in 1 whole tub of Cool Whip. Now that your cheesecake batter is nice and fluffy, we're going to add in mini chocolate chips. So 1 cup. Now we're going to put it on top of our graham cracker crust and then put it in the fridge for about 4 hours. There you have it. Next up on the menu, we're going to make the viral TikTok recipe smoked queso. Super simple. You make it in a disposable pan on the smoker. If you don't have a smoker, you can also make it in the crock pot or in your oven. It's dump and go, set it and forget it really. 1 block of Velveeta cheese, 1 pound of ground sausage. The recipe calls for hot, I'm using mild because we're not super spicy in the food department. 1 package of Monterey Jack cheese. My store actually had Hatch pepper Monterey Jack cheese, so I'm gonna add that. 1/2 white onion and 1 jalapeno, 2 cans of Rotel, and 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Oops. Nobody saw that, right? And then you're also going to add in about 1 tablespoon of your favorite barbecue seasoning. I'm using Holy Cow by Meat Church. And then just for a little extra zing, I'm also going to use Holy Voodoo by Meat Church. I literally put this on everything. It's all set to go on the Traeger for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees, and you want to stir it every 10 minutes. The next recipe that we're going to make is another viral TikTok recipe, the chopped Italian sandwich. So from what I've seen, you just pile all the ingredients on your cutting board and just get to chopping. Already shredded lettuce, some red onion, pepperoncinis, banana peppers, provolone, hard salami, Genoa salami, and capicola. And now we're just gonna throw it all together and get to chopping. Hello, sir. Do you smell something yummy? So I think we got a good chop here. I'm gonna put this in a bowl and then I'm gonna start on the dressing and mix it all together. Now we're gonna make the dressing for our grinder sandwich. We're gonna start with 1.5 cups of mayonnaise, Duke's, because if it's not Duke's, it's not mayonnaise. 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin, that's what I like. A little salt and pepper to your liking. I like pepper. A tablespoon of oregano. Just gonna whisk this all together. I think we're all mixed up. Let's put it in the chopped grinder mess. What do I say? We're going to put it on these hoagie rolls that I got from Publix Bakery. If you don't know about Publix Bakery, they have the best bakery items. Next up on the menu, ham and cheese sliders that you're gonna bake in the oven with a little butter topping. Slice your Hawaiian rolls in half, carefully. You know, I've seen other people make these and they make slicing this these rolls look a lot easier. Now we're gonna load it up with sliced ham. I like boar's head ham. You can also get that at Publix. You're gonna add in some Swiss cheese. Just load it up with cheese. Now you're gonna take your top of your Hawaiian rolls, set it right on there. And again, easy cleanup. We're gonna use a disposable pan. Transfer that big hunk of sandwich into there. Now we're gonna make the butter topping. So I've got 1/2 cup of butter, and to that I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna use a little oregano and basil. Here you can use whatever spice you would like. The actual recipe calls for poppy seeds, but I'm not a big poppy seed fan. Mix this all together. You can either use a basting brush or you can just pour it over. I'm gonna start with this just so I can get some good flavors on here. That's a lot of butter sauce. Now you're gonna cover it with foil and bake it for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. After 15 minutes, you're gonna take off the foil and bake another 10 minutes till it's golden and brown. Now we're gonna make the air fryer tortellini. Sorry if you can hear the air fryer in the background, but I had to get it heated up. You're gonna wanna set it to 350 degrees. So first we're going to take 2 eggs and beat them. In another dish, you're gonna add some breadcrumbs. Just kind of eyeball it to how much you think you might need. You can always add more later. And then a little basil and oregano. You're gonna take your refrigerated cheese tortellinis. You can use frozen tortellini, but you should boil them first. If you use the refrigerated, you don't have to boil them. You're just gonna dip a couple of tortellini at a time into your egg mixture and then put it into your breadcrumbs and stir it around and right into the air fryer basket for about 5 to 6 minutes, and then flip them over and cook another 5 to 6 minutes. We've got sandwiches, we've got appetizers, we've got dessert, we got dip. I was most excited about trying the grinder sandwich.
Okay.
So let's try that because it's supposed to be cold.
Okay.
We don't want it to get too hot in here.
Let's go straight to grinding.
Yeah. A lot of flavors in there.
Mm-hmm. Packed with flavor.
It's creamy.
Tangy.
Those pepperoncinis really give it a nice heat. Like not too spicy, just a little bit of heat.
Those banana peppers brighten it up too, so it's not too salty or too creamy.
I thought 3 kinds of salami. That's a lot of salami. It's going to get lost, but you can taste each one.
That's what she said. That was really good. That one for sure lives up to the hype. You want to go to the queso?
Yeah, that sounds good. So this is a sausage queso.
Straight off the Traeger. Get a little bit of that smoke. There's a lot of flavors there.
It's got some heat to it,
Yeah.
for sure.
I just hit a little jalapeno.
The sausage is nice flavor in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting some of that voodoo.
It's super thick. Really chunky. You're going to need like a scoop or a heavy-duty chip to really get into this.
It's creamy.
Yeah.
It's spicy.
I thought with all of the cheese, the meat would kind of, it would kind of get lost. But so far I've gotten meat in every bite. But that's really good.
I'd give that 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Let's try the tortellini.
Okay. It's a little pizza sauce dipper. They don't explode with flavor.
This one needs a little bit more seasoning and more filling, but that's probably
Tortellini's fault.
Yeah, I'm blaming the tortellini.
Like a double stuffed ravioli.
Oh yeah, that would be way better.
They're crunchy.
What are we doing? 1 thumb up?
1 thumb up. Ham and cheese sandwich.
This one looks good.
Oh, that sounds good. Look at that cheese. Is that a cheese skirt almost?
You got a little cheese skirtage right here.
Nice.
Wow, it's buttery. That one beats the brakes off everything.
Really?
Oh, this is good.
I like the butter sauce.
Yeah.
You can taste the mustard, but you can also taste sweetness and the butteriness.
This is delicious.
And they almost got like a candy feeling to them. Like
Caramelized on the bottom.
yeah.
Oh yeah, all day. That's good.
I know what David's crushing this afternoon. Last but not least, dessert. Chocolate chip cheesecake.
Quick and simple. Let's see if it's worth it.
It's not overly sweet. It's really creamy.
It's light and fluffy. The chocolate's good. The crust, it's no bake, but it held up pretty well.
Yeah, and I do like that the recipe calls for mini chocolate chips. I think if you did the big ones, it'd be like too much chocolate chip in your mouth.
I agree. That's pretty good. I give that one 2 thumbs up. If you like that video, check out this one here where we made smoked tri-tip, another super simple recipe for any event that you got going on. Thanks Thanks again for following along, and join us next time when we try something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.